Okay, the wings are dry now and it's time to glue the rest of the covering on them. For this, we need to try to get the glue on fairly fast because it dries quickly. This might be a good place to use the wood glue if you wanted to. But I'm going to try to be quick and get the glue out of the tube, even though it's plugged at the end. There we go. Just run it along the top of each rib. And then we're going to run a bead down the trailing edge strip. So there's across each rib and then down the trailing edge strip. And cap that. And I'm going to take the wing and I'm going to roll it down onto the paper, on the trailing edge, and then just hold that for a minute. And you can check and make sure that it's all the way onto each rib. I just need to slide a little bit there. You can see when it's upside down whether it's touching the rib. You might need to roll it onto each rib a little bit more there. And then once it stays on its own, you're good, but you can also add some weight to it if you need. I'll use my trusty tape dispenser here. And maybe a pair of scissors there. And then I can do the same thing with the second wing. Again, if you want to use the wood glue for this, it helps to be a little bit slower drying than this, but we'll still make it work. And I just glued this out all over. There we go. Last rib there. And then strip down the trailing edge. Don't forget to get the strip down the trailing edge or it won't stay down. That's the really main thing that holds it in place. And then I'll scoot this guy out of the way here a little. And roll this one down. So roll it down onto the trailing edge. Check and make sure all the ribs are touching the paper. Go ahead and just hold this down a little bit with these parts. The other one looks like it's staying on pretty well. You can check and see if your wing's twisted. If it's twisted, you can still untwist a little bit while the paper and the glue are not quite totally dry yet. But it looks like it came out pretty well there. So we're going to let this dry for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to trim off the excess paper. So I'm going to pause the video here while these dry, and then we will trim off the excess paper and glue them together and join them to the fuselage.